Welcome to Sign Meaning. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. A dream about drowning can be very upsetting. Usually, it comes in the form of a nightmare and leaves the person gasping for air even as they wake. Like other dreams where we have bad experiences, it can feel undesirable and unpleasant, but it can also serve as a valuable source of information, so it's not all bad. What does it mean when you dream about drowning? I find that it usually points to several things going on in my life that I need to pay attention to. It might be a warning dream or a dream that is expressing your feelings about a situation. Here are a few common meanings of this plot. The symbolic meaning of dream drowning. First, let's take a look at the symbolic meaning of drowning. It can represent different things depending on your situation. Water and drowning itself are associated, have a deep cultural significance, and can serve as metaphoric representations of anxiety, stress, the pressures of life, or your own unconscious mind. The first interpretation we can give to this dream is the experience of being overwhelmed. Drowning captures the experience of being caught up in a difficult situation and experiencing a thing that seems to be overcoming your capacity to cope. Maybe you are being exploited at work or have your mother-in-law staying over, but the situation seems to be getting out of control. You may be exhausted and ready to surrender, so this is expressed in the meaning of dream drowning. Drowning reflects a situation where you are overwhelmed and your defenses are giving in. It shows that your current circumstances are untenable for a long period of time. It's a big warning that something is not working for you, and paying attention to the message of your mind will help you prevent future nightmares. Water and rebirth. Being overwhelmed, stressed, or unable to cope is one common interpretation, especially if you experience the dream as a nightmare. But what does it mean when you dream about drowning and don't feel so afraid? Sometimes, it's a dream that symbolizes rebirth. It may still induce anxiety but also signifies that you are going through some big changes and might turn a new leaf over in your life. Going down into the ocean and being overcome by water and represent an inner change, you drown and are ready to come out again as a different being. While change is always scary, it can signify a very rewarding and powerful time in your life as well. What is the context? To correctly interpret the dream, it's important to pay attention to the context. For example, are you drowning in the ocean, in a pool, or in another body of water? These can have different symbols associated with them. A pool can suggest shallowness or artificiality, a hint at a particular situation, for example, career trouble, while an ocean might have a deeper symbolic meaning as it is an ancient archetype. Sometimes, the key element of the dream is not the drowning itself but the associated element. Maybe a person is watching you drown and doing nothing? This can suggest some doubts you have about your relationship. Maybe you are caught in a violent storm? This could be associated with a sense of losing control, a violent or sudden event taking over your life. What if I dream of someone drowning? A particular variation of this dream is seeing someone drowning. What does this mean? Two common interpretations are as follows. First, you may feel too involved in helping someone or see another person in your life in a bad situation. Seeing someone drown can express a sense of helplessness in trying to save a loved one from something but being unable to. You dream of someone drowning when you are very involved with this person. Another potential interpretation is that you are feeling overwhelmed and lost in your emotional life but also disconnected from yourself. You see your situation as if from a distance and are separated from your true experiences. You are drowning but perceive it to be someone else. The meaning of a dream about drowning can vary. While it's usually an unpleasant dream, it can point to important issues in your life or even signify a period of big transitions. It can point to chronic stress or an overwhelming situation. Sometimes, it can represent a deep-seated issue in your relationships or your identity. It's a good idea to pay attention to what this type of experience could be trying to tell you. What have your dreams about drowning been about? Do you have any questions that were left unaddressed? Comment below and share your experience.